excited to be here with you. Yes,
Crazy. Yes, my hair is a mess, and I went shopping today. There's always time for shopping, okay? Even though it's crazy here. Oops, oops, oops. Time for shopping.
there's always a little time for shopping. I know. It's a little cuckoo. But listen, I've got to go get my hair done. And so we've got a lot of things going on. The carpenter's supposed to be here at 3:30. So we've got a lot to do. And did you already do it? Did you get your printout? Hello, Pamela Densmore. Hello. I think I see so many people here. Thank you so much. Hello, Elizabeth, my princess. How are you? Okay, so we have a lot to do. I have not cut these out. Have you cut yours out? If not, hey, it's okay. We're going to do it together. And we have to do a page, right? So did you do your page with your tree? You know, we've got a lot going on. And you guys sent me down a rabbit hole of the family tree, right? I now know my grandfather's on my mother's side name, Jose Maria. Now I forgot the last name. Lopez, of course, because that's my mother's single last name. It's Lopez Enriquez. You know, because in Mexico you have two names, so there's extra names to know of. Okay, so here's the family tree. Look how that tree kind of looks like a heart. Do you know that? Does that tree look like a heart? Do you know of a tree that looks like a heart or a bunch of trees that kind of look like a heart? Pamela knows. If you know, you know. And I was there. Ah, yes. Isn't it pretty? I just love it. I did that on purpose. You guys know that I play with this a lot. Okay, so the back of it we're going to work on today because we have to figure that one out. And I have my little washi tape on the top of it. Okay. And what do you do with the back of this? Because these are going to sit in your scrapbook like this, right? So they have to face each other. So the back is going to be something else, and this other side is going to be something else. But what do we do with this one when we have this little C shape that we kind of worked with, right? Well, you go find yourself another little blue paper and you cut yourself a strip, and now you have a frame. That's the easiest way. We'll talk about all kind of different ways that we can do, but that's one of the easiest ways to do. Um, Oh my goodness. You know, I printed this kind of weird in so many different ways. So I have notes for October. I just spoke to my caterpillar. I'm going to bring you over here to my desk. My caterpillar gal that helps me with caterpillar, and uh, and she's going to have me talk with a group of ladies in October. That's going to be fun. It's one of those like online conventions. I love it. I love it. Now let's double check the size of that, right? Because that's what it's all about. We have to make sure that it's the same size, and it looks a little bit smaller than an inch. And I told you guys it was an inch, but let me tell you about what an inch is on my paper trimmer. This is my paper trimmer, and right here, this is what I call an inch, but it's not quite an inch. It's a little bit shorter. So, you know, for you and for me, we have to make sure that this looks good. So let's go and take this. And if you really want it to look absolutely perfect, right? Because we want to try for perfect, but it's okay if we don't get there. You want to pay attention to what side you're going to cut on. So are they mirrored? Are they not mirrored? So if we're going to move you over to my desk and then we can talk about it. Okay. So what else is going on with you guys? What do you have going on? Well, I don't know. It's raining kind of sort of here in town. And so we might have a little bit of a problem. Hello, Daisy. How are you? Hey, Pamela. Daisy's coming to visit with us on Saturday. On Saturday. Okay. I'm going to sit this right here. And this to me is the right spot. This one. You see, you kind of have to look at your little spaces here and make sure you have them correct. And this for me is the right one. So I'm going to take this and Yeah, I've been cutting paper. What is that stuff called? Text weight paper. So text weight paper cuts very, it shreds really bad in my, I'm looking for my ruler, and you need to check to make sure. You see, I have here, let me tell you, is that going to be the exact same size from here to here? Okay, that's what, you see how I did my inch? Yep, that's exactly where I measured it, because I can see it here. Okay, so I'm bringing this over, and for me, it's an inch. For you, it would be 7/8 of an inch. Okay, look at that. Looks kind of thin, but it fits perfectly. You see that? Ah, and then we have it to sit this way. Remember, we switched it out a little bit. So let's go glue it onto this side. So there you go. You now learned something, right? You learned that we need to come in here and make another strip. And you know, we don't always have. Sometimes when we're doing classes, we kind of move this around. Oh, and I am so sorry. You've got to join my mailing list. If you're not on my mailing list, I don't know what's going on with you. But I am going to send you the instructions for the tree layout, for this actual layout. I have them already. I sent them out to everybody that's in the Francesca class. But if you're not in the Francesca class, it's $20 till today at midnight. Okay, I'm going to give it a little trim. There we go. Just enough to kind of help reduce the thickness. And you know, it's not perfect because we already have the section here. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect. Hello, Yvonne. Hey, thank you so much for your reminder. Please, my loves, send me a little love my way and give me a thumbs up. I would love if you can get you a Gmail and be a subscriber. I am just thrilled. I'm going to figure out how to do that soon, where we can give, you know, printables and all that kind of stuff to subscribers only. Right now, you have to be a, oh, I think that came out really good. I think that came out really good. So we fixed our problem that the other side has to be exactly the same, right? So there. Now, the issue is, you know, what's Martha's normal step is a, what do we call it? A border. We've got to do some kind of border here. And I have Francesca here to look at. Let's look at all. I've told you before how much I love this. And it has all of this stuff in here. And we can just kind of come and get some stuff that I didn't use before and kind of make it work. Okay, I'm seeing something here that has a blue, and I remember doing this for something and I didn't like it, but I'm kind of liking it today. You see, I'm kind of liking that today. I don't like the pink, but this one here. So we have a shadow and that rose concentric dye from that. I like that. And you know, my normal is just to put it at the bottom because it's so easy. And I do have some of those that are pink. Oh, I have a green. Green is always fun. Look at those. What is this? What is this? Oh, I have a Francesca. That might be fun. Okay, I have so many. Like I could make this for a lifetime here. Oh my. Okay, let's just make a decision, right? Because I like the blue with the blue, but see, that blue is kind of strong. So I'd want to soften it up maybe with one of our Francesca pages. Do you see like that? Papers. I think that is it right there. We put a little pink underneath it. I think I'm gonna like that better because I can see that that blue is just a little bit on the strong side. So I added water to my little cup for my my glue. Now I can see it has way too much water. There we go. Yeah, Francesca has become the class of all classes. If you're in it, tell me. You get, I don't know, I've stopped counting. It was like 12, 12 page printables. And then I went crazy and did like 45 because it's so much fun. Oh, it's so much fun. I kind of think I like that right there. This is too white. You see the white doesn't work. The white doesn't work because it's too much. And this way. You know, my rule is 3. I have to have at least 3 to go with stuff. I don't like it. I'm gonna do these two, this set right here. So we're gonna do this set, and I'm going to go and look at our little Francesca stuff here. And I think we have this blue one. That would be, you know, the way to go because it's exactly the same as what we're playing with. So let's cut it up because you don't want, you know, you don't want to waste it if you're not going to use it, right? So I'm going to cut it right. I want to show all the blue off. So right there. Okay, so what did you buy? What in the world did you not buy? That would be easier for me because I don't have anything to say. What did I not buy? Okay, I got the members only fleur-de-lis, although I really think it looks a lot like the one that we were talking about for the center. Remember, we used it for this class for Francesca. It was the lace, the cut-about lace. Remember, Pamela, I think you found it on eBay. It looks very similar to that. So I bought it just, you know, just to make sure that I had it. Don't want to mess up my collection of stuff, right? It's a horrible thought, but it is. It's a thought. Okay, I love how this is looking now. Okay, I love the little bit of pink because we're going to have pink in our pictures. So I like that. So I'm going to attach this to the sides only because I like to stick stuff in between my themes. And we have here 4. I think 4 is probably all we need. I think just 2 right here and right here. You have to kind of think about that. You don't have to use a whole lot of glue. I do, but you don't have to because you can get them from, what did we call them? You're going to put them in page protectors. Okay. So mine's is super easy. We're just three of us, right? So we can let the little girl out. And has anybody gone to look to see if we have ovals this size? I don't know. This little girl can stay back. And I made these on purpose so that you can double them up. You know what I mean? So that was my intention. And I kind of played around with the sizes and hoping that these would work. That's kind of hard to fussy cut with. Oh my goodness, everybody's talking. What did I miss? Let's see. You are the gold die lot. Might make a stash. Okay, so you know that I don't fussy cut. I kind of do a bubble cut. Okay, and you see, just like that. I do too much to it. I think that these are just gorgeous on their own. Now you can go and do the what was it called? Brother Scan and Cut. You can do all kind of lovely things that cut, and I would love for you to share the pattern. Yes, but I don't. This is okay for me. Okay, so it's made for you to pop it up off of this. Okay, there's this one, and so that's what I want to do with that. I had a couple from last time, but not the right size. Okay. So in my sweet little life of this, I'm thinking I want to use some ribbon pulling it down. Do you know what I mean by the ribbon pulling it down? Where you put the bows on the back and then you have the little ribbons. Okay, because I think that would be really cute. I meant to cut that little curly Q off when I was designing it and I forgot. You can see it's such a cute little curly Q, but I was like, you're gonna have to go. So Thursday and Friday, I'm road tripping it over to Mesquite. Okay, and we're gonna all meet at the, is it called Black Bear? Black Bear Diner. I want to say it's a diner. They don't take reservations, so get there early to claim your spot. Plan on paying for yourself. Take cash if you want to leave fast. You know, the cash talks. And I think it starts at 10 a.m. And till noon. And I am going to get on the road at noon because we have to get back to Columbus so the girls can also get back to Houston during daytime hours. So that's how that goes. Okay. And we're going to be there Thursday. Thursday's our road trip day. So Thursday we're going to be driving to Waco and then to a little scrapbook store, I think. And so this is our 20th anniversary, friendship anniversary. And so we're taking a road trip. Isn't that fun? So we'll get here. And there we go. It's not too bad, right? You're cutting out circles, ovals, but I can't look up and see you and hear you. So Waco is our first stop because it's about 2 hours away from me, I think is what we've decided. And, you know, we're going to have to stop and go to the ladies' room. So we might as well do it in Waco and get a cookie. Like, why would you not want to go there and get a cookie? Maybe a snack. You know, I'm sure there's a Buc-ee's somewhere in between here and there, but we'll have to stop at Crackle Barrels. I have to map that out. Where is there a Crackle Barrel on my route? Okay, so, and if you know Crackle Barrel, if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't know, you don't know. You should stop at a Crackle Barrel and go shopping. Yes. Okay. I haven't been lately, so, but I did go shopping this morning when I went to go get my nails done and eyes. See, if you do this, it doesn't look that bad, right? Should I say it's good enough? I think it is. Look at the difference. You see that? Don't you want it to look more, get more aged, this white part? That white part is very, I think this must be the white paper. I have to stop at Michael's and look for more Dove white while I'm out and about because I usually get it online whenever they have a sale. Look at the difference. Doesn't that look so much better? It's just a little bit of aging. I can see it in the mirror how much better it looks. Okay, I've got to find out what you girls are talking about because it is going. Anna Griffin. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Joan. How are you, B? How are you, sweetheart? Hello, hello. Everybody is popping in for Martha early. Hello, everyone in Atlanta. Hello, Roxanne. I was just thinking about you the other day because I was using Word. Ugh. I am using Word because my PDF from Google into Canva is disastrous. It changes the format and it's making me so mad. So this mini workbook for September's class. Oh my goodness, where is it? I can give you guys a sneak peek. It's already ready. It's almost ready for sale if you're an early bird person. Yes, so I was doing it on Word and I was like going, where's Roxanne? What was I trying to do? At the copyright and the page numbers, because you've got to have page numbers. I think it's this is the part that's already ready is the title page, and I think it's like 20 pages. Ugh. It's so much fun. Okay, now you're gonna need to take a little pause in the stressful day of our lives to do it, but we'll be okay. Okay, so I wanted those, and then I wanted this because I was thinking that I needed to have them a little more fancy and have them pop out with, oh no, did I cut off the little green flowers on that? Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't see that till now. Okay, it is in the garden. I have not picked out the second collection because I was waiting to look at Sienna and Delilah and all the others that are coming behind them. So yes, Sienna, Delilah, it's September, so maybe we should do Sienna for October because it's getting that fall color. Wouldn't that be perfect? And in September, maybe we should do Delilah. I don't know. You guys tell me. Maybe we have to do a vote like we did last time. I already have In the Garden. It's called In the Garden with Hope. September is all about hope. And for me, hope is a garden because you just can't be a gardener and not have hope. Because let me tell you, your hope in that stuff is growing. I did really good with my basil this year, by the way. Where's my ink? Okay, see the difference in the inking? Yes, but it's just, it makes a difference. So just a quick little look. Difference. Too new, too bright. This color, I think it's definitely not the dove white. It might be the bright white. And I had a paper that was, what was the other one called? It was like a creamy ivory yellow from Michael's, and that one I don't like either. I have a whole bunch of it. They sell it like in 50 or 100 pack. Okay. What do you think, my lovies? Right? Good, bad, indifferent? I think that's even worse than good or bad. Okay. Now, this little thing is from Pink something here. Pink and Maine. But HSN also has it and has them in colors. And that's really nice because then you can keep them, in your colors, So I remember buying them and thinking, I forgot to buy that. I think Mama wants the big one and this little child can have this little one. So what else do we want to talk about? Okay, so what did you buy? I bought I have to do this. Hold on. Right there. I think I like that right there. Okay. And of course, I'm going to use my Chirion marker and give it just a little love here and there. Maybe not all over, just a little. perfect. What else? What else did we do, sweethearts? So I got sienna. I got the sienna and the, what's the next color? The lilac. I think I got one of them when it was on HSN yesterday or the day before. On it had like a little 20% coupon or something like that. It didn't make it any, you know, when you pay for shipping, it's not like it's that much better. It's just, it was nice to think that you're getting a sale. It's nice to offer the sale. Okay, and this one I kind of feel like should be right here with mamas. Okay, so you see, you just added a little bit of dimension with the idea of a little depth with some color. Okay, you just added a little bit with the inking. So now your sweet little people here are looking a little bit different, a little bit better, right? So now you have your very simple page right here that is this one. And I want ribbon because I love some texture. And ribbon, what should we do? What should we do? That one's too thick. Red, yellow. This one looks peacocky blue. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to go with the gold or with the brown. These two blues are not working for me. I think this is a Jack blue and jasmine blue. They're kind of darker. And green is not that, is different. Crinkle ribbon is too thin. Let's see. How much gold do we have? Super easy. Okay, I'm thinking little strips of 4. That's way more than enough. Okay. All right, so we have that. I was thinking that we wanted those little things that hang down, right? And hang down, and maybe we need to do gold bows for the tops of them. I don't know, maybe we need to do purple bows. You see these? I don't know if I can knot them that well. If we did this, right? And did a little squish. What do you think about that? Right in the center. I think that might be good. And I just saw some gold threading somewhere in here. I have a junk drawer of junk ribbon, it's what I call it. Here is gold. Not too big, not too small. What do you think? I think that one, when it's squished, would be good. Okay, so now if we do that, okay, so pretty much half of this. Are we going to have enough? I need 3 bows. We should have enough. Worry about that later. Okay, put them together, right? They're right here. Okay, so Where did the little gold thing go that I already cut off? And here, and then we kind of give it a little scrunch them together so that the seams are in, right? And we've been going old school lately, haven't we? Making our own bows, making our own papers, a little bit on the adventurous side. I've been, saying we need to use what we have, but also making things is fun, just like that. Okay, so we have this ribbon and we're going to tie it to the top and put the little bow dead center. You see that? He doesn't want to behave, the little bow. Right there. Okay, so then we're going to have him go down. That's going to be our center here to here. 6 is right here. So let's put a little bit of washi on him. Where's this thing? Washi, foam tape. Okay, I'm having my page here, and here, and then I'm going to kind of put my, I'm going to have to play with this bow, right? He's not behaving. Ah, much better. Okay. Stay. Bow. Bow, stay. And where did the gold thing go again? You have tricks. Come on, speak. Speak if you have tricks about bow making. Come on. Share, please. This is just me playing with what I've got. Okay. Here, I think, is where I went wrong. Squish these together. They have to be squished out. You need to have a pinch on the inside and then out. Do you see that? And then you can have the loopy tie. Now you've got that little pinch of the bow. That makes the difference there. So the lady was telling me how to do our, how I use my caterpillar on a daily basis, and I don't even have mine on. But look, I use the glass mat every single day. I have my little light going every single day. It just makes a difference. I'm going to go a little lower on the next ones. Okay, and one more bow here. We have to stop at Echo Park, Rosie Pam. We have to stop at Echo Park for shopping because my caterpillar girl is married to the Echo Park dude. We gotta go meet him. Okay, here, you see? Now, on the front side, the pretty side, you have to fold down and back up and give it that little bow pinch. Do you see that little bow pinch? If you don't do the front one, you're going to get an ugly one like I did the first time around. But we all learn and live here. I was trying to make it look pretty. Okay, you see now you get that little pinch. That looks like a pretty bow. Pinch it circled. Okay, but it's all good around here. Looks much better of a bow when it has that little pinch in there. She's just telling me how much time do I need. I said 30 minutes to do a little page. I mean, if I already have it cut out, I can do that. If I don't have it cut out, like now, I didn't even have my embellishments cut, then I don't think I can do it. But you guys know I here at our little page on our little website, YouTube channel, we kind of just fly by the seat of our pants in the making of things. So I had this planned out in my head, but I didn't have it cut. I have a lot going on. I haven't even packed. But I am deciding on what to take with me, and I'm going to take my Prima stuff. How about that? Because I never got to finish my cards, and that's super easy to pack because it's already in containers. Because I'm probably going to, socialize more than work. And okay, just like this. So now we have 3 pretty little bows, and we have these little lovelies. This is going to sit right here, remember? So I'm going to have to move these up. You see how I'm doing the bows? And for me, did they get stuck together? Now I have to put a little something on this one. We got glued up with something else. Much better. Okay, and I have talked about the nail file, right? I can see a little nail file right there. Just if you don't like that little pointy part, give your paper a little trim. Okay, so I think I should be in the middle and the boys on the side. Doesn't that make sense? I was going to do dad in the middle, but it doesn't look good. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, continue on. Okay. See how fast this page is gone? Now, you need to do journaling. I'm going to move her all the way up here to the top because I think that's stinking cute. And I will work on getting the written instructions for this little class here. And if you're on my list, you will get it very quickly. Probably next week though, because I worked today. I had stuff going on. I had to go get nails and stuff done. I had a VIP. I had to go in for work. So there we go. Okay. So this is going to stay right here. So you see how you don't need a whole lot of tape tape ribbon, because it's not even going to be showing. I haven't put this one down yet, but let's see where we want her to be at. And then we have another one. So, okay, you see how cute that is? And you have texture, and I'm going to do the next row right here. I want to go down. I want to make it substantially lower, okay? So now when we do this one, we have to even it out to the other side, right? Okay, so I will see you guys again. Oh yes, okay, so I will be uploading videos, or I don't know, to here for the convention, because I know you guys want to see it. You didn't get to go. I know you want to see. Yeah, I think it needs to go out a tiny bit more. Right there. Okay. Oh, those bows are much better. Okay, and then this lovely. You know, you have to kind of give this little stuff a little heat, and it will trim up, you know, a little heat, and it will trim. Okay, so let's add this to that little piece. I went too long. Who's coming to hang out with me? I know who is coming to hang out with me. Oh, look how cute that is. I mean, I may have to change my mind on that border, right? Because it's so darling. So darling. You know, sometimes you know, maybe we don't do a border. Maybe this would be the time to do 4 corners. I'm kind of looking at that I think I might want to do 4 corners because this is just so darling cute, and I don't want it to be interrupted, right? There we go. Mama's has a long one. Daddy-o has a short one. Always the short end of the stick, child. Okay? Always has to be somebody, and it's usually Dad. Okay? Okay, let's do that right there. Now, I know you and I are both thinking the same thing. What in the world? Did I get something black on his face? That's not bueno. You can fix just about everything with a Sharpie. Have I told you? Oh, me and my Sharpies. Oh, okay, let's continue on. I know you and I both are saying to each other that we can kind of cut the ribbon in half and go with it. I know, but let's go do this big long one first. And we're gonna go right here. You see, it's coming together. Oh, I love it. Papito's gonna have to have his split in half, right? So that we can make it fit. Nobody's gonna know but you and me. Nobody is gonna know. You're not telling anybody, and I'm not telling anybody that my ribbon is cut underneath. Why would I do that? Okay, now how long do we want it to be over here, like that? I think so. It's just about an inch short, not bad. Okay, and then, ta-da! Look how cute that is. I'm loving it, and I'm sorry, but this is just not gonna work. We're gonna have to do corners, and that's just where I'm sitting with it. And corners can be something gold and trimmed, and but for right now, this is good. What do you think? Oh, I love the green. No, stop looking. It's like nice sharp items. Don't look. Let's get this one taped down because this one's long. I want corners, and I need a journaling block, and we need some lovely corners and a journaling block, and we need to add this lovely lady here. Oh, Yes. Just added so much dimension with just a little bit of a pop-up dot and the, oh, I haven't glued down Dad. We should glue down Dad first because we need to do it kind of straight with wherever we're at over here. Right about there. I know he's not the same size or the same style, but that's okay. Did you get your cameos? Do I need to go and research where you have to come into my little Facebook page, okay? There's a landing page there that you can get them immediately, okay? And where is stuff? Stuff is not here. Yes, I found stuff. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted. Okay, so we need some little corners, okay? We need some little gold corners on this side. Oh, wouldn't it be nice with that beveling trick I taught you guys for this month's class? Wouldn't that be pretty? This would be gorgeous with that little beveling trick. Okay, here's a bunch of stuff. And let's move over stuff. Perfection, a little journaling tag. Look how cute that would be maybe here. Some of these are just gorgeous, but I think those are too big. Working on the area that you want to have your little flowers. I think we need some blue ones. You see the blue one right there. Let's look. Let's look for some silver ones. Oh, I like this one. Okay, you kind of have to look at it like this. Okay. You see that? I like that, and that would fit. So what do? We take this part off. Come on, mamas. I just had my nails done. I know I don't do color. I have issues. Okay, so here, just like that. Take off that little snippet piece because I don't need that. Really, I should take off all of this. Sometimes you might want some of this greenery for other things. Okay, so, and then this one can kind of be at the bottom. Needs to be lower. Okay, and you see this little blue one? That would be absolutely perfect. It's a little one. And there we go with that. And you get a little pop-up dot. Fast, easy, little. Okay. I'm going to kind of add it underneath my little plaque. I don't want to interrupt the plaque. Okay. And even this little bitties, these little bitties. This one is really pretty also. You know, like a little yellow one in here. So we need to kind of play with it and make it fit our proportion that we're playing with, because it may not fit what size you want. Okay. And No. Gives it a little bit of life, right? Give it a little bit of life. That's all you need in here. I'm looking at all my little papers here and looking to see if I have any corners, but I don't have any pre-cut corners. Have lovely gold. I haven't played with this yet. What do we have here? We can add some flourishes. Oh, look at that. I said gold, right? I said gold. Ask and you shall receive. I believe in that one all day long. Oh, I haven't heard my carpenter. Okay, I don't know how to use this. Is this different? Should I read instructions? Are there instructions? Let's try a little holly because I don't know how to do this. I haven't done it. I haven't used it. It was just sitting there looking at me. Okay, remove the backing. You get this. Yep, it's the same. You just have to kind of see where you want it. I'm going to put it underneath. Okay. Loveliness. Do you have these? This is called the Holiday Nostalgia Folio Rub-On Transfers. Okay. That I have not used yet until right now. And I'm telling you about rub-ons. If you're a perfectionist, you may not want to play because sometimes they don't always work the way you want them to work. Okay. Sometimes they don't stick. So you kind of just have to go with it. You know, just embrace the imperfection of it, and I think you'll be okay. So we have some corners. We have a journaling tag. That would be our title as well. You know, we can put another title if you wanted to. We have a little bit of something special. This little foil takes the part of it being something special here instead of a die. Okay. You can use your foil rub-ons. I don't even have a foil machine. I couldn't take it. I was not patient enough. I'm sorry. Okay, so now we have those. And now we're supposed to rub. Now, mind you, I am rubbing into the part of the paper that we flipped over, remember? And I have a completely different paper over here, and thank goodness I don't have it upside down. So it's kind of a little bumpy here to rub. Okay, so now lift. Oh my God, that's cute. I guess my carpenter's nowhere in sight. I wanted to do something called a dip on my fingernails, and I was like, but you don't know. I end up peeling it off. My fingernails are claustrophobic. Okay, so my lovies, I will see you again on Thursday. I have plans to go up and do lives, but if it doesn't happen, you know, the internet is not perfect. Thursdays are driving day to Magnolia, so I'll show you our tour. And Fridays are shopping day, and Saturday we are meeting the Dallas, Texas Griffinites are getting together, and we're going to celebrate because it is Saturday is 90 days till your fall create. And please, you know I already have my ticket. buy a ticket. Use my affiliate link. That would be lovely. Subscribe, leave me a thumbs up. Tell me this is not darling cute. I'm being very careful because I'm afraid. I think that's stinking cute. That one I've got to tell you is cute. Oh, I didn't even rub it on. Oy. September 19th is what I have right now for our scrapbook class. I am trying to plan out a mini book in September also. So if it happens, I will let you know. It's in my head and it just has to come out. So I've got to figure out a way. That's why I'm so ahead of my page, because I want to do the layout, the mini book also. And it is for Hope and in the garden, you know, but you can use all the other different ones you want also. This is pretty good because when you peel it, you can see that it's going on or not. And if it doesn't go on, you can go right back into that spot. See right there, I have that mitering corner, so it didn't want to glue on. So it's still quite sticky. It's right here, all these little pieces right there. Embrace the imperfection, Martha Frischneck said. Okay, here you go. What do you think about that one? That feels sticky for some reason. I don't know why it feels sticky, but I'm putting powder on it. I don't want it to come off. Let's see. Okay, so no, my cancel that. Okay, so what do we have going on, my sweets? What do you think? I'm hoping that you like everything here. Let's say hello. Okay, so I was seeing that we have Joan and B. Hello, hello. Okay, so here's the page. Okay, I'll explain the page. It's the back of the family tree. Okay, so we added 7/8 of an inch around it to make it a complete page, right? So that it doesn't look like it's half of something else and you know, whatever. Hello, Pamela. How are you? I can't wait to squeeze you. And Dawn is here. Oh my goodness. How are you? Working on the tree, converting it into Cricut files. Oh, that's nice. I love it. Share, please. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see, I'm going to try the trees. I have some scrapbook paper with family trees, but replace because this is so pretty. Well, it's because it's specially made for just you and me. And I don't know where the other half is anymore. It's underneath all my stuff. It's a heart. Did you see that, Densmore? You're my heart, my sweet girl. And let me see. Hello, Daisy. I get to squeeze you too come Saturday. Um, hello, Elizabeth. I'm going to get up there to New Jersey. Sorry, Long Island. Very, very soon. Hello, a little late today, CC class. Hello, everybody. I am so glad you're here with me. Please, please, please consider leaving me a thumbs up. Please consider giving me a subscribe button. You know, push the subscribe button, press the bell. I'm trying to be better about when I'm coming on. But you know, Sienna paper for October, I think is going to be a dream, and it's double-sided. Am I right? Are both of them double-sided? The Muse? I think it is. Sitting on the couch, problem with electric couch is the footrest stuck open. Oh, Cheryl, the problems we have, right? Okay, looks like a Victorian wall display. That is exactly what my brain was seeing. That is exactly what my brain was seeing, Dawn. Yes, that is correct. Hello, Joy. How are you? I'm still frozen. Oh, you got frozen on me. Love this. Have a safe trip, Mesquite. And yes, okay. So I think we have everybody in. I was just making sure that I could say hello to everybody before I leave. Okay, so we did our lovely, it went very, very easy, right? Can you see me or just my head? I think you can see. Okay, so we have this page all set. Next is going to be, am I correct, family recipes? And I want to say that you guys already got family recipes. Of course, the Francesca people. This is working with our Francesca stuff. Okay, so we're doing Francesca August 29th. I'm looking, yes, August 29th. And this whole collection, this month's collection is all Francesca. So we have more pages at the end. I think it's going to be fabulous. We're going to have so many lovely pages. But I'm almost positive next week we'll be doing recipes for some reason. Stories. I'm wrong. Stories, the stories we tell. So we're going to have prompts to tell a story, like whose laugh do you remember when you smile? Who's, that storyline of what we have going on. I'm sorry, the recipes go for in the garden. I did some recipes on there and they're so cute. Real recipes like antique ones like apple pie and roast something or the other. Okay, so what's for dinner at your house? My house is going to have chicken tostadas. Okay, my lovies, I will see you soon. Enjoy your day. I'm going to see you on Thursday, hopefully, sometime packing up the car and driving off with my girlies. Thank you. I'll see you later. Bye.